Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties there. I hope you guys can all see us still. I don't think so, because it says 0 people and 11 people here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're having a major tech issue. Okay, people are starting to come back. Okay. We got one person here. Okay, so sorry, everyone.
I should tell all these people log out, right?
Yeah.
And go back
into
the stream.
Yeah. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, so exit that, close yours so we can.
But I'm trying to make sure that
they'll come back. Just I need you on that one. Okay, and I'm doing it here.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Sorry, we're trying to figure all this out.
Yeah, YouTube messed up on us and
it just threw off our game here, so we apologize for this.
I'm on this one now.
Okay, and I need to get back into it as well. This is what happens with a live show. We need to have multiple devices all together, and I'm hoping it sometimes it works without a hitch, and sometimes it doesn't. And you got to remember, it's just the two of us doing this, so we're trying our best. So we do apologize for any inconvenience.
Yeah, so we're just trying to fix all that right now.
Get all these technical things going. We have no one watching right now, though. That's the problem.
No, there are people watching because they were commenting, but it's just...
No, it says 0 now. That's what's confusing. Oh, now it says, hello, everyone, by Jim. It's so quick, small, I can't see that, so I apologize. On direct, go live. Oh, wow, that's weird.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. I'm twitching from upstate New York.
Watching.
I'm watching. Oh,
hi, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, you see us?
Okay, yay. I don't see anybody there, but that's so weird. It says 19 in some places and some in none, so I don't know.
Okay,
hopefully people are watching us. You're here. Yay. I can see you. Okay, thanks, Cindy Coleman. Thank you. Yay. Wow. Sorry about that. We had some really weird thing happen. The phone
would switch.
Was stuck on regular mode, not landscape.
Yeah.
Or it was on portrait, not landscape, and we were like, kind of, okay, this is gonna be weird.
And it wasn't. And then when I tried to fix it, it kind of canceled out and it messed everything up.
Yeah. So apologize about the delay here.
Yeah. So we'll still wait till you're started.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Leslie.
Okay, I'm trying to get this to next week. Actually, hon, you want to start talking about the first thing on
Certainly. Well, the first thing we want to start off by saying is we want to wish our mothers, my mom, you get, and my mother-in-law, Lizette, happy Mother's Day. If it wasn't for the two of them, there would be no WW Gays. So we really have to thank them more than anything because, you know what? They are two strong, independent women who made us into the two men that we've become today. And we love them to pieces. And we were lucky to be able to see Lizette this weekend. And we're going to be seeing my mom very soon. So can't wait to see her. It's been a while as well. It's very difficult to work full time and do all this and visit family and just, it's been great. We've been enjoying everything we do. So happy Mother's Day. We also want to wish my sister-in-law, my 3 sister-in-laws, happy Mother's Day. And then we also want to wish anybody who has a fur baby, anything like that, anybody who replaces somebody's mother or is a mother figure, you know what? Mothers come in all shapes, forms, and sizes, and we love them all. So, again, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Someone says they're eating 2-ingredient. I'm eating my first 2-ingredient dough bagel. We put Italian seasoning in the dough itself. Great idea. We actually did that a couple weeks ago, too. I added some garlic and some parsley to my pizza dough, and it was delicious. The next thing we want to talk about is apologizing for yesterday. We realized that there was some confusion with our live show with Lizette. What ended up happening was we had planned to film an episode while we were in Sudbury. I'm not going to divulge what that is because it's a secret. You guys will soon find out. And unfortunately, the time didn't coincide, and we thought one time was a different time, and then come to find out we were the wrong time. But anyways, we went early. We went live early yesterday, so...
And today I was going to mess up again because YouTube decided to mess up today. So... people are starting to find us here, so I apologize if you're watching this later. We tried, it messed up, so
Yay! Andrea goes, finally found you! Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, Andrea.
Yeah.
YouTube froze up on us and was giving us a different format, and so we had to log out and log back in.
Yeah. So we can see your messages, Sandy. Yeah, we can see them now.
What's the blue bag? Looks good. Oh, it's WW popcorn. Yeah. We were actually we're skipping ahead a little bit there, but we'll wait to tell you about the WW popcorn.
Yeah. So we already apologized. So this week we had 3 tour stops. We stopped at the Bay location in Toronto on Wednesday,
which
was an amazing studio. It's really
very modern
designed, very modern, and it was really cool to see everything that was done in that studio.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Yes, Sandy, we can see your messages.
I said that already.
Oh no, but I missed it. I must not realize that. Sorry.
Okay, I guess. Oh, yours. No, this is on at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a cool. The studio was amazing, and then we went to Sudbury on the weekend on Saturday. We actually did 2 locations there.
Well, 2
One
location 2 times.
2 times. Yeah, 2 different times. Yeah. And so it was awesome because we got to talk to a lot of new people, and then this is where this comes in. They actually gave us snacks at the end
which was really nice of them. Petra gave us a bag of snacks, and which is really cool too is we also got to taste the WW lemon bars. We hadn't got a chance to actually buy them yet. Like we meant to buy them and then we never did. And she was like, "Oh my God, here, have a box." So thank you so much. Yeah. We really appreciate you guys doing that for us.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
And they're really good, actually. Like I was quite impressed with it. I wasn't sure at first, and then I was like,
"Yeah, they are. They are a joy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, having problems with my internet again. Yeah. Oh, it's your mom. Yeah. I was like, "Who is that?" Oh, it's Lizette. Hi, Mom. Sorry.
They're new, actually. The lemon bars, Heather. They're new. So we've just got them today for the first time. They're really good. So. It's a new snack. Yeah,
if you're not a lemony fan, like Lindy just typed there, don't get them because they are very lemony. Very, very lemony. But I like them.
Yeah.
And the popcorn is really good too. We normally don't have to buy the popcorn because you guys know us. We pop our own popcorn, but it's a good popcorn. And what's really cool about these ones is, again, the portion size is the fact that it's 2 points for this bag, and you know that you only have the 2 points.
Sorry, I'm still trying to deal with the issue we were having, so that's why I keep going back to the laptop, so I apologize.
So we did have a great weekend. We were up in Sudbury. We got to visit with Lizette. As some of you saw Pucker Power. Some of you saw yesterday on our live show. That was a lot of fun catching up with her and seeing how successful she has been on her weight loss journey. Being up north and, far away from us, who's been doing it. But then Cynthia, Nick's sister, as well, has been on her own journey. And, it's been great to see the what's the word I'm looking for? The influences that we all have upon each other, and even just seeing some of the posts that we've been seeing the last couple of days with people saying, "Oh, how do you do this and how do you do that?" And we don't even have to answer them sometimes. You guys are answering each other, and that's fantastic. I love seeing that we're creating this network.
This community. So for everybody who doesn't know, we do have a Facebook group. So people last week actually joined. A lot of people joined in the last week. So it's WWE Gays, Friends, Fans, and Family, or Family, Friends, and Fans. So something like that combination. So if you want to join that group, that's basically
feel free.
It's all about positivity. So all we care about in the group is just be positive. Just be happy. That's all we want. We like to be in that group. Just support each other. And
it's dreary enough outside for all of us. We don't need to be dreary anywhere else.
Exactly.
And so, we're going to start talking about some tour stops because we have a couple of tour stops coming up this week, right, hon?
Yep.
And so our first tour stop is this Tuesday, Georgetown. We're going to be there on Tuesday, May 14th at 6 p.m.
Yeah, and that's our
Cheryl. That's actually a makeup meeting, right?
That's one of the locations we canceled when we were sick, yeah. So we're actually finally going to be going to Georgetown.
Yep.
And then on Thursday, we're in Orangeville at 6:30 p.m. We'll actually get there probably a little earlier than that because the reason we didn't pick the 5 o'clock workshop is because work. So we knew we couldn't make it by that time or the 5:30 workshop.
We're gonna try to get there as soon as we possibly can after work. So we might, if you end up sticking around, we might be there earlier. Yeah. So and also someone asked if we can come back to Hamilton. Well, we actually have already been to Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're trying to do is hopefully everybody understands, but we're trying to see as many of the workshops that we haven't been to first before we start doing a second round.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that still want to see us out there.
And again, we're keeping them to weekends.
Yeah,
so
to weekends. Yeah,
mostly.
So and then our next tour stop next weekend is we're only doing one next weekend. We actually decided to take a time off on the long weekends, but we're going to Milton on Saturday, May 18th at 7:45
Sorry, Heather. I know you posted. Oh, sad face. 7:45 a.m.
Yeah, I know. 10:45 a.m. Yeah, but
yes, Lindy. I know Ajax wants us more. You guys are hilarious.
after the contest.
Yes, lots of coffee there, Heather. Lots of coffee.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is visiting other cities. So again, I see a lot of people on here talking to us about coming to their cities. So we're actually talking to WW right now about possibly having us fly to other cities in Canada.
If it's possible. We're not sure yet.
This is just still preliminary talks. We just started talking about it this week. So we don't know if we can go to, some people are saying Fredericton, Lake George. So we don't know yet, because
you guys don't seem to realize, honestly, it really warms our heart that you guys want to see us so much, because again, we are always how can I say this? We were always afraid that, we want people to realize that we're doing this from the goodness of our heart. Yeah. We're doing this because we love doing this and we love supporting everybody, because we've been in your shoes. We've been in everybody's shoes. And I'm sorry, we're still not out of the water when we look at it. We're never. No. Our journey is a forever thing. And we can fall back into old habits just as easily as anybody else can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And then for so for visiting other cities, like I was saying, we are in talks, but possibly soon. I'm planning at some point to start. Once they give us the go ahead, we will actually post on social media asking the question, which location wants us to visit. And what we're gonna do is, based on the number of people from a certain location that actually goes to message on that specific post, we'll then tabulate which areas actually want to see us the most.
Someone actually just made a good moment. Are you able to Skype meeting with other provinces? You know what? That could possibly be another option. We don't know. We'd have to speak to WW about how we could go about doing that. It might be a little tougher to do that too, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We can
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, we could talk about the option as well.
So that was a really great idea, Betty. Like we'll keep that put that into our talks with WW.
Yeah, so we will be doing that, the post like I was saying, and then based on that we'll figure out which location. Because I know there's some locations that have reached out, but I don't know exactly. We've been reached out so many times now; it's hard to figure out which ones actually. And so this way we'll know for sure who wants us to visit. Because we don't want to go somewhere where people don't want us. Sorry.
Of course, we wouldn't. I don't think anybody would ever want to go somewhere where they're not wanted.
Yeah. So this week for our videos, there's going to be on Monday
a few of our favorite things,
and they're now going to 2 a week. That's why we say we're rejigging our schedule, because we decided to remove our quick tips videos, because now, since we're doing this live interactive, this is where our quick tips are going to come in now. We don't actually need to make actual videos anymore. And so what we're doing is, instead we're actually showing favorite things during the week and our recipes, and on weekends and stuff that's more one-on-one.
And someone says, I was so lucky. Hello from Fort Myers, Florida. Sorry, I thought there was a question there.
Okay, we all want to see you guys. I know you. There could be people out there who don't. We know of that for sure. So this week, Monday's favorite things, and this favorite thing this week is actually Keikos and Seba.
Yeah, I can't wait.
People have been asking for a while. You learn about how Keikos and Seba we got them.
They were here originally, but they left. They're probably on the couch.
Yeah. And then on Tuesday, we are actually releasing our second of 3 tart recipes, a lemon meringue tart, 1 point.
Yep.
We're then on Wednesday.
And that's with actual meringue on it.
Yeah.
Like, I was pretty impressed with how I did that.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be doing our favorite things made good. So that's the product line. So we actually shot this at the grocery store to show you guys all the products they have.
Because we thought we should not bring all these products into our home.
It's
because
expensive.
then,
we'll
have to eat them all too. Yeah. I mean, and expensive. And we have to be smart about that stuff, right?
And then we also have on Thursday chocolate tart, a 1 point chocolate tart. And then on next Saturday, there's a special video coming out of something we filmed yesterday, actually.
Yeah, so that video that I was speaking of earlier when we were supposed to be live, that's the video that's going to be coming out on Saturday. So it's going to be quite exciting. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
So someone was asking, what was the game from last week? What was it, Chow Crown?
Yes, it was Chow Crown. It's called Chow Crown. If I'm not mistaken, you can buy it at Walmart, and it's maybe around $20 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So that's this week, and then next Sunday we're going to be live at 8 o'clock again. And then at this time next week we actually have friends over. We're actually having a party, so we'll probably actually leave them outside by the pool, and then we'll probably come in and do in here. And if anybody want to join, and then
if they want to join us, I'm sure one person might join us because one person you've already met her before.
Exactly. Right?
Right, Andrea?
She's watching.
I'm spilling the beans, but Andrea might be here, I think.
Yeah. Aren't you? She's question marks. Aren't you here next Sunday?
You better be.
Yeah, we sent you the invite on Facebook. Okay.
Well, not only that, she's filming a video with us before. She's filming a recipe.
Just laugh out loud.
I'm sorry, did I ruin that?
So then we have contest reminders. So remember, we have 2 contests going on right now. Our monthly contest, where you can go to our website, just find the click on contest at the top. Both of them are there, but that's where you apply for the one-on-one chat with us, where we pick one monthly winner and have a video chat with us. And then we also have our True Local contest right now.
And actually, thank you, Cynthia. Nick's sister just mentioned something for our meeting in Sudbury. We had the area manager, if I'm not mistaken, Anne, came from Sault Ste. Marie to come meet us, which was amazing.
Even some of her members.
And one of her members actually, who has been going back and forth from Sudbury to Sault, and was coming home that weekend, was like, oh, well, it's perfect. I'm there for the WW Gays, which was really nice. And Sandra, this is awesome. The people from London want the Chow Crown game because she mentioned it. She mentioned it to them.
That's awesome.
It's such a fun game, and I think it would be hilarious to play at a meeting. It would be so much fun to play at a meeting.
Yeah. So the next, so you have the contest is True Local Contest. So for that one, you can go on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, find our pages. So on Instagram, it's actually right here. We wrote it down today. Voila. So we have on Twitter, we are at WW_gays. On Instagram, you're at WWGays, JLUC, WWGays_Nick. And then on Facebook, we are WWGays, Our Journey to Health, from Health to Health and Wellness. So if you look these up, you can then find the posts that we actually posted for the contest. And remember, you can win $125 worth of meat if you live in the provinces of Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta. So go check it out because it's a great prize. The company, we love them, and we actually partnered up with them to do this, and we'd love to have some of you guys try their product.
Yeah.
So.
And what's really cool, again, I want to reiterate, is the fact that they're allowing you guys to actually use their system in order to order the exact meat you want.
Yeah.
So you'll actually get an experience of actually being one of their customers, which I think is a fantastic experience because that's what allows you to want to possibly buy their product. Another thing I wanted to mention too, you were talking about the contest.
Yes.
Oh, and then we wanted to mention that we will be having other contests, and we always want to include as many people as we possibly can in our contest. We understand that True Local is only in those 3 provinces, so that is just where those contests are being held right now. But we will have other contests, I'm sure, with other companies across all of the provinces, or maybe with other specific provinces that might not be Ontario, BC, and Alberta, depending on where these companies are located. I actually got an email from your product.
Yeah, okay, so now, sorry everyone, what are you looking at?
Trying to look at questions here. Let's talk cruise. Someone says, let's talk cruise. Late again, sorry for dealing with a sick dog. Oh, sorry, I hope your puppy's okay. Nothing like a sick animal, that just is heartbreaking.
Yeah, that sucks. Whenever Keiko Sensei have anything, we are so distraught that it's.
Lindy, do you mean True Local gets new product? They change their products up all the time.
Yeah, they add stuff all the time.
They always add things.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're speaking of, they add different things. When we first started ordering, they never had shrimp, and then all of a sudden they started adding shrimp. They added a whole thing of shrimp, which is fantastic, and so we love them. Yeah. We really do.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about, we're kind of taking it down a little bit because we wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
So we've had a rough week. There's been a few things that's happened to us in terms
of... And we don't want to go into details about it. It's just been sometimes...
Back to the negativity. So, like we've said before, we are all about positivity. Anybody out there who posts stuff about us, who just...
makes assumptions and things like that.
Yeah, just
know that if you are making assumptions, we won't tolerate it on our stuff. We will always want to ask you where you're coming up with your statements and things like that, of course, so we can maybe direct you guys and give you guys the proper information.
Yeah.
But if it keeps on going in negativity, we just remove people. It's not what we need. We all need to work on this journey as a group. Again, we said it already earlier that we do this from the goodness of our heart. We do this because we enjoy it. we aren't making, people might be thinking we're making money off of this, and you know what? We put in as much money as
someone basically accused us of being a scam and that we were exploiting people's weight loss and et cetera, and then so she basically wrote all this, and so it was not exactly the funnest thing to see, and we do this on our own free time. We do make some money, we will be honest.
Well,
our YouTube videos make us maybe $10 a day, and our website makes us maybe $3 a day, so essentially we make $13 a day for all the work we do. And WW does not pay us. We do this on our own. We drive, we do all these location visits, all these videos on our own time. So if that $13 a day is really us making a lot of money, then I'm sorry, that's so wrong for us to actually make that little amount of money. That it makes us, scammers. So whoever you are, believe me that we will not stop. But
no, we won't stop, because you know what? You guys love us. The people who do love us so much, and we love doing it for you guys, and that's who we're doing it for.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to even talk about negativity anymore. I think we've
positivity.
We've spoken about it enough.
Yeah, gone.
And
we just needed to get it out there because we want people to understand what kind of negativity comes at us out there.
And
so you guys
can see it in our demeanor as well. You can see that we're probably
a little less perky today.
The rain's not helping.
The rain's not helping. Yeah.
Sorry that happened. I don't understand.
Someone said, "Wow, you're streaming what become millionaires on that." Yes, exactly. That's what we say. Exactly. We say it's like, "Ooh, so much."
But and the thing is it's funny, guys. We also want to be honest with you. If this is something that can build into us being able to do this for
full time,
everybody
who asks us, "Oh, can you come to our weekday meetings?" Right?
We would love to come to meetings,
but we can't because we work another job. But if this somehow became our job, of course we would come and visit. It'd be great. But right now, $13 a day is not enough for us to have a house.
No, unfortunately,
no. Exactly. And okay, let's move on. Okay?
Enough.
All right. So now let's go for a new segment that we started last week called Q&As with the WW Gays.
And that's AEH'.
Exactly.
Because we're Canadian.
Exactly. So Heather, just so Heather said sorry for happening to you with gas and hotel fees. So hotel fees, WW has been helping us. So that for when we went to London, when we go to cities out of town, they have actually gotten hotel rooms for us,
which has been fantastic on their part. They've supported us that way. But it's our time that we've been actually donating right now too, which is
So thank you everyone for your kind comments. Like I see everybody writing, like thank you so much. It means we know we have fans. It's just like it's funny how we always talk about this and when we go to workshops or when we talk about this in our videos. We always say, "Oh, we can have all this positivity, weight loss, weight loss."
And
then
one
week
and
you get
0.1,
and then it hits you. And it's exactly what happens with this.
And one of the things we really keep, an analogy I've used for many, many years, and I never tried to kind of actually use it, is you gotta almost take yourself like you're the lint catcher in your dryer. And sometimes you get so much lint stuck on you, you have to take it off. And the only way you can take it off is talking about it. So we decided to talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Q&A with the WW Gays.
So one thing we want to ask you guys first. So we had an idea. We thought that maybe every week we would bring a topic. So you know how WW has weekly topics? We thought we'd do the same thing. So every week I would post on social media saying, this week's topic is, dinners. And so then you guys can come into these episodes with your questions about dinners. We can theme it. So if you guys like that idea, can you guys comment in the comments and let us know what you guys think of that idea? Is that a good idea, or do you prefer just open questions that you guys can just ask whatever you want, whenever you want?
No, thank you guys. So many people are being so supportive right now, just saying you guys can talk to us all you want. Lindy's like, you told me about this when we were doing I did. I was preaching to Lindy about all of that stuff as well. So thanks again for being so supportive, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so
much.
Love
the idea. That would be amazing. Excellent idea. Love it. I think they like the idea.
Okay. We were thinking that it'll make more sense, and this way we can have each episode we will announce, okay, this week it's about this, and then we'll theme it that way. Like maybe someday we actually had an idea. You thought of it, honey.
I thought of this, and I thought maybe we'd do Cooking with the WW Gays live, where we would actually cook dinner live. We would actually
we could also actually make it that we would have the ingredients, and we would tell you ahead of time what ingredients you need.
So you guys can cook it with us
at the same time.
I don't know what you guys think about that, but it's...
Everybody says yes, great idea. So we thought of doing that as well. So if you guys think it's a good idea, we will ask this question on social media just to make sure that everybody thinks it's a good idea. But you guys need to all think of it.
Cooking, yes, cook it.
So if you guys are watching this after the fact, after the live show, Post comments, let us know, because we're trying to think of ideas, make it more interactive. We like doing live. Actually, we realize we love doing these more than our actual other videos now. This is what we love doing.
Someone's like, we can cook with you?
Yes,
Amazing!
yes.
Yeah.
I would probably do something so you guys can cook with us, so we could do it all at the same time. It would be a long, of course, we'd be together probably for an hour. It'd be a long episode, of course, but it'd be fun to be interactive with all of you.
Completely. We even actually want to try sometime to maybe do a FaceTime call with someone where we would actually pick somebody up, call them, and like have a conversation. You would be in the video with us.
Okay, so Sleeping Blindly Yet Faithfully sent a message about, can you tell me about the wellness weekend in Montreal? Couldn't find info. So if you want information, actually reach out to us, send us an email or a message, because we can put you in contact with the person organizing it, so you can see.
I do believe this wellness weekend is actually sold out this morning.
But there's a wait list.
Yes.
So if you wanted to come, so what it's about, the wellness weekend is a pilot that they're doing in Quebec. So it's, you know how the U.S. has the WW cruises, and those are organized by the U.S. When you go on those cruises as a Canadian, it's more geared towards U.S. So there is Canadian meetups, but the actual it's run by the U.S. So what Canada wanted to do is create their own version of it. So what they did is they're trying to just test out this wellness weekend. And what happens is that a group of members from the Montreal area, they're actually going to a retreat where the entire retreat will have
pointed out foods. There's going to be some yoga classes, some meditation classes. We're going to have workshops. There's going to be themes and topics and things to do. We don't even have the entire schedule to this yet, so it's still something very new. I heard Wellness Weekend is in Chateauguay. That does sound familiar, but we don't have all of the details yet. We just know we're going.
We're actually going to be, we actually met, well, not in person, but chatted with the Quebec territory manager. Her name is Brenda, and
I'm sorry, I'm reading. Yeah, it is Brenda.
Well, I know it's Brenda, but I'm just saying, I was saying.
No, I was reading. I thought you were talking, so I was reading, like, seeing if there's any other questions.
So Brenda, and she's the one that we've been coordinating with. She's an amazing woman. She's so nice. We fell in love. We've had a few FaceTime chats with her now. And she's the one organizing this, and it's going to be quite fun. We are actually participating. We will be speaking there. So if you're coming to this event, we will actually be talking and sharing our journey with everyone.
Two cute comments. First of all, Sandra, Dreidinger, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. She asked if she's going to be able to.
We met her in London.
Oh yeah, Sandra, you are more than happy to. You will be able to watch the show after its views.
All of the live videos get saved.
Become an episode. Their own episode. And then April Shirt says we need a WW Gays retreat.
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It's something that could possibly be done. Who knows? Like, that can be something we organize. Because
our lives are constantly changing, so who knows what adventure we go on next.
But that would be something.
Afternoon plank training.
We have some ideas. We still have some ideas. But anyways, it's so funny how we don't want to overthink things either. We need to make things happen naturally. That's what we truly believe in.
Yeah.
We would like a WW Gays retreat. Chris and Michael. Hi, guys. Oh, actually, Chris and Michael did ask us a question a couple of days ago. So we thought we'd answer the question now.
Yeah, I'm having a snack.
So Nick's having a snack. And so the question that Chris and Michael had asked us was how we met. And we do have a video on this, actually. But I'll give you it was not they met. It was how we got engaged. I apologize. So I broke my wrist in Sudbury the weekend we got engaged. And it was on February 15th, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2010.
2009.
2009. And so we were up in Sudbury for a wedding, and I slipped, fell, and broke my wrist on the ice.
Why did you slip and fall?
Because I was walking on the sidewalk, and my husband, who is from Sudbury, who knows everything,
what did he say?
He said, "Come walk on the streets with me, because they don't salt the sidewalks, they salt the streets. So if you walk on the streets, you're safer." And 2 seconds right before that, a cabbie actually hit a car. The side view mirror, and 3 seconds later, Jean-Luc goes flipping in the air and slams down and breaks.
You can actually see it still.
I don't call it my straight wrist anymore; it's my gay wrist because it's a little crooked. Yeah. So, anyways, we were laying in bed.
So basically,
I don't remember much after that.
We had been drinking, so it was late at night. And then when we got back, his hand was hurting so much that we actually gave him some Tylenol, really strong Tylenol that I think was your cousin had, and so. He took that and he was really kind of out of it, and he's crying in bed going, because remember, his job is sign language interpreter, right? So because of that, he was worried that he lost his livelihood. Like if he loses the use of his hand, he basically has no job anymore. And so And so he basically turned to me and said, "My life is over. Will you marry me?"
I was also not feeling really good. I had also had a few drinks. And I'm divulging a lot here. I took some meds, of course, because my wrist was killing me.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I asked him to marry me while I was under the influence of prescriptions.
But the thing that's funny is that the next morning after we woke up, he woke up and he was still, at that point, what happened is we didn't go to the hospital separate because we knew we were coming back to Mississauga the next day. So we didn't want to go to the hospital and wait too long. We just decided to wait till the next morning. And so what we did is the next day when he woke up, I asked him, "So do you remember what you asked me last night?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you actually mean it?" He's like, "Yeah." So I said, "Okay." So,
how romantic, a crying proposal. Lindy said, every time I hear this story, I laugh because I see Nick roll his eyes going, "I told you so."
But that's the thing. It is a weird story now. Like when we share it because.
Sorry, very cool, Amanda. Amanda's telling me her mom is deaf and she wears she has a cochlear
so cool.
implant.
And it's one thing I actually want to bring up out here because Jean-Luc is always worried about this. So we love the deaf community. And the reason that Jean-Luc, we would love to have an interpreter here with us doing this all the time. Even a French interpreter, someone who we would love to have ourselves be available across all mediums, accessible to everyone. But like we said, we're two people. It's very hard for us to do this across everywhere. We would love to have so much. We would love, and we'd love to have something signed.
I could sign. And the hard part is, what's really hard is that Nick doesn't sign. And then I'd have to sign and speak at the same time. And I think I'd forget sometimes. Yeah. It's just, and so I do apologize for not signing all the time. We have some ideas that we're trying to pan out, but right now it's just tough. It's very difficult, and I do apologize.
So
and again, speaking in French too, being that French is my first language, and we don't do any videos in French. We're trying now slowly, maybe, but again, it's finding the time.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, shoot them up on screen because we're ready. Anything's open, guys. We are an open book. If you have just ask us your questions because we are.
There's no topic today. If we missed a question from earlier on because they do skim by very quickly, please feel free to ask again.
Oh, Shannon Beaton said. Aw. Someone said so impressive, JL. Joining. What are you snacking on? We are snacking on WW popcorn, which the WW in Sudbury actually gave us as a snack for the road.
Lindy, I do not teach sign language. Sign language always should be taught by a deaf person. Yes. It is their language. It's their culture. A deaf person is the best way to learn sign language from because that's where you actually, they live that language every day. It's like if I wanted to learn Chinese, but I went to a French-speaking Chinese person to learn Chinese. Yeah. Right?
And the thing I wanted to kind of bring up too about that is that, I think someone's, okay, keep going with that thought. Okay, can you answer your questions? I thought someone posted on Facebook. I want to make sure people.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. Lisa, cool watching you sign. Thanks, Louisa. Plank, I bought some of those poppers today, and they are good. Oh, you bought the poppers. Those are, the Poppables, I think they are, and they're a Lay's brand, I think. I'm starting to add workout to my journey, but I know the pain is going to be horrible. What's been holding me back from doing it is what tips do you have? Okay, first things first, I will tell you this. Learn to stretch now before you start working out on a regular basis. That's one of my downfalls is I never stretched enough at the beginning. So now I do get Charlie horses more than I should.
Start slow.
And start very slow. Yeah. Do not go doing high intensity, high impact exercises until your body is conditioned and you feel up to the challenge. But don't do something that's not challenging for yourself at the same time. So you have to find that equilibrium and that balance in the middle until you start feeling better in your exercises. What about the exercise? I'm sorry, Diane, I missed that question there. I tried 2-ingredient dough pizza, so good. It didn't look pretty, but it was so good, which is why I don't post pics and tag you. Oh, that's too funny, Steph. Doesn't have to look pretty as long as it tastes good. And guess what? Food is pretty no matter what. If you put your heart and soul into that food, that is awesome, and we love to see it. So don't ever think it has to be pretty. Putting it on a pretty plate sometimes just makes it pretty enough.
So someone said they tried a tree green dough and it was so good, but it didn't look pretty, but it was so good. That's all that matters. It doesn't have to look good all the time. The only reason we're good at making that pizza is because we both worked at a pizza place before. So it's kind of, so Denise Prevost is asking about, do you have a good chicken recipe? We did post a chicken recipe a few days ago, and we post another one a few weeks ago as well. So there are 2 on our website.
We have the chili encrusted chicken roulade, which is the WW lime quinoa chips, lime quinoa chips. We also just have a baked chicken. Maybe our next time we barbecue some chicken, I'll show you guys how I barbecue my chicken. But honestly, my barbecue chicken is exactly like my baked chicken, but cooked on the barbecue. I know that sounds silly, but it's as simple as that.
Yeah. How often do you guys work out? So last week we only went 3 times. We usually try to go, our mantra is we go to the gym every day. But if we skip a day, then it's fine. So there's no set gym days. We just try to go any day that we can go, we go. And if we can't go to the gym, we try to make sure we still do some activity. We don't, we try not to be too sedentary.
Love that idea. Very true. Andrea, Epsom salt baths really do help with the pain. I buy Epsom salt all the time. So after you've worked out, and just taking a bath and soaking in the salt is fantastic.
Sorry guys, there's people commenting on that are trying to get to the chat, so I'm still trying to help people get in. That's why I keep going back and forth.
Jen Effer asked, what is your favorite go-to dinner? Our favorite go-to dinner, can't lie, we have this often. It's a chicken breast, a vegetable, a side of quinoa, and a corn on the cob. That's because all of those staples are always ready in our fridge.
Yeah.
So if it's a quick and easy dinner we need to make,
it's
all cooked, except for the veggies and the corn. Those are the only things we need to steam. But the quinoa's cooked, just needs to be warmed up. The chicken is cooked, just needs to be warmed up. So it's a fast, quick, easy dinner. Low points, because the only points on there are the 6 points of the quinoa, because we eat a cup of quinoa. And then 1 point for the corn, because we put the corn and the beans, because we put half a tablespoon of butter on our corn and beans.
Yeah.
So that's our quick and easy go-to dinner.
Save and Keiko's are actually in the living room probably. I think Save's gonna get one of them.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Your sister said the cats are mad at the gays. Preparing for wraps and lunch this week.
Here's one of them.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you liked our wrap. Oh, hi baby. Hi baby.
So he's gonna be on an episode this week. Hey, there you go. Hey.
Michelle says, if French is your first language, you do awesome with English. Well, it's because, honestly, we're in Ontario, and Ontario is very, very bilingual. And so my parents and Nick's parents actually, Nick didn't learn French till he was, English till he was 10. And I don't remember what language was my first language. I'm assuming it was French in the house, but I remember going outside with the kids in the neighborhood and speak English to them, but I went to a French grade school as well.
Check out Leslie's message.
Leslie... It's hard to see. We don't see all the messages. I did not have a great week. No idea what Tuesday night will bring. What do you tell yourself to stay positive and move forward and on the mindset? Oh, great message, Leslie. Great question, Leslie. When it comes to those bad weeks that you have and you're afraid of that scale, you know what? I think you just have to sometimes just bite the bullet.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, and you can't give yourself tough love, and you can't hate yourself because it happened. You can't change whatever you went. But
we had a bad day today because, like we said earlier about all the negativity we've been getting.
Yeah.
We actually had chips today and candy, and we were having a rough day today.
Yeah, we had a rough day. We indulged a little bit more than we ever would have.
And it's because we needed comfort food.
We did, and my whole thought process of it is I'm waking up tomorrow morning to go to the gym. Actually, no, I'm going after work.
Yeah, I'm going in the morning tomorrow.
I'm going after work tomorrow. And then from then, I think what ends up happening, Leslie, you have to give yourself those positive reinforcements and remember everything that you've done so far. So don't think that 1 week is going to destroy all of the success that you've actually already accomplished. So keep that number in the front of your mind, not the number that you're going to see on the scale.
So Kim Amiot from Sudbury just said she thanked us for the meeting on Saturday. So no problem. We loved doing it. It's fun to go to all these locations and get to hang out with people and just share a story and hear your stories and hear how you guys are doing. It's fun. You got to see someone who's 100 pounds.
Oh my goodness, it was so exciting. We were sitting there in the middle of one of our presentations, and they chime a bell over there when someone reaches. We're like, what's that? And someone goes, oh, someone hit 100 pounds. So we ran to the next side and gave her a big hug. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
It's awesome to be there when people hit those.
Milestones.
100 pounds, 10 pounds, it doesn't matter. Every milestone is a milestone, but 100 pounds is amazing. Someone asked, Denise asked how long we cooked the chicken, how long cooked chicken was good for in the fridge. Our cooked chicken in the fridge doesn't last long because we eat chicken all the time.
Yeah.
So we have 10 to 12 breasts on the weekend, on Sunday, and we eat that all week. So it lasts at least 7 days for us in a container.
So someone, Jen F, asked, you guys always stay on plan. Never mind, you just answered that. No, we try to stay on plan. We are just like everyone else. We are members just like everyone else. We falter and we have days where we are not as good, but we try to be as good as possible. And when we falter, we just get back on track the next day. We just always, we just start to go back right away. We don't wait. But back in the day when we used to go off track, we used to always do, we'll just start back up next Monday. It'd be a Tuesday, we just messed up. We'll just start back next Monday. And then we'd eat bad all week. We're not like that anymore. We might, say today we kind of indulge a bit more. And we didn't indulge that much. We bought a small bag of chips. And we split it. One Skittles.
And we split it. And then I bought chocolate.
And 2 butter tarts.
But, so someone, allô Chantal, Chantal Patnaud, on aimerait ça pouvoir en faire plus souvent. Puis ça va commencer, on va en commencer éventuellement, mais il n'y en aurait pas autant parce que c'est bien difficile à gérer avec notre horaire d'ouvrage, de travail, puis notre horaire de tout d'autre qu'on est en train de faire.
Yeah.
So I just basically said it's really hard to get French videos and English videos made and be able to have the time to do all of that. So hopefully one day we'll be able to do it all.
And Carrie Wilkie, we are looking forward to our Georgetown visit too. Cheryl's actually our coach, so it would be nice to see her and then see all of you who've been also influenced by her as well.
Another thing too from Shannon, Shannon Beaton, she asked when we started bringing back more activity. What was the point we decided? Hi Paige, need to go back to Good Life. So it took us about a month and a half to 2 months by the time we went back to Good Life, I think so.
Yeah.
Because we started the journey in January 2018, and we didn't end up going back to the gym until February, end of February, more so, like middle of February, beginning of March is when we started consistently going back to the gym.
Yeah, when we started that slow too, we didn't do anything crazy.
No, and we had lost 50 pounds by that point, right? We had lost 50 pounds. Was it 50?
No, it was not 50.
I'll
it
tell
was
you
like
right
20
now.
or 30.
I don't remember. No, that was way
50 was by May.
Yeah. I just remember that now myself. 50 was May.
Hi, Smudge. Someone asked when you prepare your snacks. It's Michael and Chris are asking when you prepare your snacks each day. Are you the same at breakfast? No, our snacks vary all the time. The only one. Oh, you mean the snacks during the day? Yes, those stay the same. We always have fruit and yogurt with our snack.
Or cheese string.
And a cheese string. So that's usually what we have with our meals. Susan Arenz asked if I got Lifetime yet. No, I have not. I was really close, so we actually didn't weigh in this because Sebrae's system. So people don't understand, Sebrae is a different franchise. They don't have the same system, and every time we weigh up there, I didn't want to weigh in and get to my goal.
And then
I weighed in on 166 on our scale last week up here, so that's 2 pounds away from goal. So I'm pretty close right now. And Jean-Luc, what did you weigh at?
171. But I know I'm not there right now. So I know I need to go back to the gym this week for sure. Like, not even go back to the gym because we went back last week a couple of days.
Yeah.
But then it was a busy week. It's like life does take over sometimes. And I think that's one of the hardest things, me being in maintenance mode right now and him still being in weight loss mode, is trying to find this balance where I still need to go to the gym and I know I still need to go because I want to maintain what I'm doing.
Yeah, because he's sleeping now. You see me brought him he's in his spot. A lady from our group has their interest in a free day for testing a tour. Can you guys challenge other groups to do the same? Sure. So a lady from our group has arranged for us to go to the YMCA for a free day for classes and a tour. Can you guys challenge other groups to do the same? Sure. Like if any other groups.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Like if you guys want to get activity, create yourself a group and try to go see if you can get a tour of the local YMCA and try to see. If
that's great for them because the YMCA really loves to get members, and the only way to get members is to get people in there. So go check those places out. Yes, we have always been nighttime snackers, Lindy. But what was your biggest challenge that you made with nighttime snacks? You mean the biggest challenge that we got rid of? The biggest... I guess I'm not understanding your question there, Lindy. Like, if you're meaning, like, what snack was the hardest for us to get rid of was chips. It was chips and candy. And cheese.
Cheese. Like one of the things for me was a brick of cheese. I used to sit and basically eat almost the entire thing. And so I knew that was a problem, so we replaced it with cheese strings or Baby Bells. And so that's one of the things that we replaced. We don't buy chips anymore. We buy chip-like snacks. Like, we'll have a lot of popcorn now, which we used to have butter on. Now we have avocado oil spray. So we switch around what we do with what we eat. It's not always the same every day. So I think there's no more questions right now.
Oh my God, I love chips.
Yeah, we love chips too. It's one of my weaknesses. So.
And Leslie, you are right. Like we said, life does take over, and you know what? You can't beat yourself up for it. That's the thing. Do not beat yourself up. It's not worth it. Yeah. Not worth beating yourself up.
So Diane Watson asked if we ever frozen a 2-ingredient dough and if it was successful. We've never frozen it. We always make it when we need it. So.
I believe someone did say they did, and they said it worked.
Yeah.
So we've never done it because we only make
what we need
for that whatever we're making. Yeah. But you know what? I don't mind trying it and testing it out and showing you guys if you want. All want to know. I will more than happy to. Yeah, because I'll be more than happy to do that.
We have that dough all the time, so. Yes, we have. I've been basically plateauing for 6 months.
And we like to call it maintenance. We don't call it plateauing anymore. Yeah. We call it maintenance. The only time you plateau is either when you stay at the same rate for a long time and then you start gaining. That's more or less to me what I consider a plateau. Yeah.
So whenever my plateau was, I've been stuck in my last 10 pounds. I've been trying to lose since September of last year. I've not been able to do it. I just keep teetering back up and down and up and down. So yeah.
So 2 questions about the dough again. Apparently someone did freeze it. Don't cook it before freezing it. Cook it raw and then thaw it and then make it. So that works. Somebody else said that they have it already in their freezer and they haven't tried it yet and they're going to try it out once they do and let everybody know, which is fantastic. Another person said, how do you get activity into your... I'm struggling to get activity into my life. How do I implement it? Put it in your calendar. Write down every single day that you have to take 10 minutes every hour to go do some type of activity. And it doesn't need to be a strenuous activity. It's climb up a flight of stairs, climb down a flight of stairs, walk around the lobby in your office, walk around the house. Just make sure you put it in your calendar and make it become such a routine that it becomes a habit and you crave it after.
Do you track before? So Louisa has asked, do you track before or after you eat? It depends. Most of the time after. Like almost like 90% of the time it's after. And then Michael and Chris asked, you make your lunch for work every day? Yes, we do. We never eat out unless it's something that like last Friday or last Wednesday we knew we had a tour stop, so it made sense that we knew we didn't want to have to carry our lunch bags everywhere with us, so we thought eating out would make sense. So we only eat out when there's a reason for it. Otherwise, we always bring our own lunches.
Yeah, and then we make our lunches the night before. We actually pack all our containers. They're ready in the fridge. So in the morning, all we have to do is take out our lunch bags and throw them back into a bag and bring them to work with us.
Okay. I think those are all the questions on screen.
Good answer. Cynthia actually said, take the long way to the printer. Take the long way to the washroom. Go to a washroom on another floor.
Park your car
really far.
So another thing that we've always done, and we did this even before when we were bigger, we would always park the car further away than from the door.
I want to say something which always makes us laugh because every time we don't go to the gym together very often. Okay? But when we do go to the gym together on weekends, what makes us laugh more than anything is when you see people in their car fighting for the parking spots
nearest to the door.
You're
of the gym.
You're going to work
out of the gym. Why would you be close to the door?
And I was like, why is everybody fighting for those parking spots? And there's like thousands of them around, but no one wants to park far from the door. I'm like, you're gonna sweat anyway. Yeah. It always makes me laugh.
We don't get it.
It makes me chuckle.
So I think we're going to end it here for today. So I'm hoping next week we can fix all these issues we've been having with trying to get these live shows working correctly. Again, we're just these 2 guys learning this slowly. Hopefully
we're not the WW tech. We're not the tech WW. No, the tech gays.
WW techs.
The WW. No, the tech gays.
The tech gays.
Yeah, because we're the WW gays.
I'm good with some things, but not everything. So I think we're gonna head out. So thank you guys all for watching.
Thank you so much, everybody.
So remember to subscribe below. Hit the subscribe button below or the bell to be notified when we go on next time. And you can also find us on all social media using #WWGays.
How do you all your water? in. We get our water in because we drink a lot of it at the gym, and then we also get our water in because we always have a water bottle with us every day full, and we drink it all day, and then when we come home at night, we drink our water as well. The only time we do have pop, and we are having it this is on the weekend.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for watching. You can also go to our website, wdas.com. So we'll see you all later. And again, we apologize for all the technical difficulties tonight. We will get this eventually, and I'm telling you, we will try to get this to work correctly so that you guys can watch us live.
And as Ellen said, she said, keep driving, one and all. Yes, we all need to keep driving. Stay in that car, be focused. Don't worry about those flats because you can always get it fixed.
Exactly. Bye.